What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to Contrast Magazine with a special interview. My name is Michelle. I am joined here by a very special guest. We have the maestro of funky vibes and immaculate energy, the dance king behind the DJ booth, Brazil's very own Mochakk. Thank you again for being here, Mochakk.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for the intro. That was a great one.
You can keep that one.
All right.
Thank you again for being here. I know that you were currently traveling last week, your tour around the United States. You were actually in Miami, my hometown, last week at Club Space. I am super bummed out that I missed it.
It was insane. The vibes were unreal. Like it's legendary, right? It's space. I was really keen to play there, and just doing sound check before the gig was just an experience itself. Like, the sound check was amazing already. Like just being there and testing out the tune, seeing how the club sound system was sounding really great. And I loved it. Like it was the longest set in the whole tour. So, and I love playing extended sets so I can like build proper like moments in the set and show like various kinds of different stuff that I like. So playing like 5.5 hours was really great. I recorded the whole set, so I'm going to post it like soon.
I'm for sure.
So you missed it. You're gonna catch a glimpse there, right?
No, we're actually at Skyline with a bunch of my friends. Actually, seeing Chris Lake, I was super. We
Nice.
almost canceled our trip. We were like, no, we have to stay in Miami to see Mochakk. But yeah, I'm glad that you actually got to experience a sunrise on the terrace. Like, there's absolutely nothing like a
Nothing like it, right?
Club Space.
It was amazing.
Yeah, which actually leads me to my next question. I know that you were in Chris Lake. You were with Chris Lake in Detroit last week, whose imprint you're actually signed under Black Book Records. I would love for you to share that story on how that happened. I know that it was quite the trial and error process for you. So how exactly did that go down?
Like, the first time I talked to Lake was during the pandemic, during the quarantine sessions. Like, he was doing some live streams, listening to people's demos, like from a lot of people. Like they would do it literally live, like shoot me a link here in the chat and let's do it right now, let's listen to it right now. And he was giving feedback and signing some people, and like stuff was really close to what they wanted at Black Book. Some stuff wasn't. It was really fun. He would be like really hilarious with his comments on the tracks. Like, really great guy, right? Chris, a funny man. And I sent a couple of tunes there, and he liked the tunes. He was like, this is tight. Gotta listen to more shit from you. And like, we started talking via email. He shoot me up like in private afterwards, like to send me the email for the guys at the label, because he wanted me to send more tunes and maybe try to get something fixed for Black Book. So I started shooting them with my latest music that I was working on, like some works in progress as well, and other stuff. And I got like really close to it a couple of times. Like I would send a demo and Ian would be like, yo, this is really good. I'm going to give it a second check tomorrow. Second check. It's almost there. Quite not this yet. So it went like that for like a bit. And one day I got a negative response in one night from a demo that I've sent. And I was like, all right, today I'm going to do a track that's going to get a positive response, like no matter what. So I'm going to like not sleep today and make the tune for them. I was really like motivated to be today. And I did like False Need like overnight. I sent it to Ian like at 8 a.m. He answered me like 11. He was like, yo, this is perfect. This is the track. Let's do it. Love it. Show it to Chris tomorrow. Sure, he's going to like it. And Chris dug it as well. And we continued with the process of releasing it. It was really like, I think those tracks that like when you're really inspired and you like do a one session only and the track gets ready like real quick, those are usually the best tracks. Like all of my tracks that like gave me big results like in my career were made like in a day or in a couple of hours. Like the first track that got me signed to a Brazilian label, and I started playing like the first parties in Brazil, like across the states, done in like 5 hours, 6 hours. Then the first track that got like big supports done in like a day. Like every time I do it like quickly, it seems to get the best results. Sometimes I get bumped because I'm working like on a track for like 2 months. Oh, this is gonna be the track. Yeah, this is sounding insane. I got it perfect. It doesn't make no results. Like it's like
well, then you
you
finally
cannot
made one that
predict it,
stuck.
right?
That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel like each time that you came like super close and like you were not just there, and like what motivated you to keep on trying until you finally hooked them in with False Need?
I think it's like I really dig Chris's music and the stuff that he plays as well. Like, cause he brings a lot of unknown tracks sometimes to the sets. I've stolen a couple of ideas for my own sets a couple of times, and I really just like love. Yeah, yeah. And I just really love understanding how different tracks and different subgenres work. So I kind of have like something about like, for example, I really need to understand what works for Chris Lake's ear. So I got to nail it. Once I nail it, I will be like, all right, now I understand a bit of what grabs that man, and I'll be able to execute it. Like, because there's when stuff like that happens, is you got two ways of doing it. You have the generic way that will not get you signed to the places that you want to get signed. For example, if I were like, all right, I want to sign something at Black Book, let me copy the stuff that goes around at Black Book, I would probably do something like not that intricate and not that special, and it would just like sound like another song. Mm-hmm. And there's the other way, which is like cracking your head to find like the nuances in something that really is going to work and be different, and like, and I'm really addicted to that, I think. And that's what like got me like pushing and trying because I was like, all right, I'm close. I'm maybe cracking this Rubik's Cube. One time I would get it right and it's going to be dope. And now I checked it, and yeah. Nice. I think that's the where I grab the most motivation from.
Love that. I'm sure you like almost felt it in like your skin too. You were like, I'm so close, like I have to keep going.
Yeah.
I'm sure like you felt so relieved like when you got that email or message back and you were like, finally.
Yeah. I was like, yes. As soon as I got the notification and I saw the email, it was like because it was a short email, like, that's it. This one is good. So I'm like, yeah, throwing the cell phone away, like, yes, did it.
I love that.
Really mission accomplished feeling.
That's good. So I'm going to jump into the next question. I'm sure many people recognize you from your viral TikTok videos. They have tens of millions of views by now. You're probably also one of the few DJs that actually uses TikTok to their advantage. Not a lot of people do that. So how did it feel seeing your TikTok account explode from 180 followers to now, since the last time I checked a few days ago, 585,000 followers, almost basically insane. 500,000 followers.
Yeah, it's completely insane. Like, because I was actually anti TikTok for a while. Like I thought like
first is.
Yeah, even because like it's short content, like really short stuff. And I grew up really big on YouTube, watching like big documentaries about stuff that I liked. And I really think like you need, for example, if you're watching a video about something, you need a long explanation to get the detail and to internalize and learn from that subject. And I really thought like TikTok is an enemy of that thing. It's gonna like kill long content. People are gonna get used to watching like a 1 minute video and not like want to watch a full thing. And I was really like really anti TikTok about the dances and the cringy stuff as well. But yeah, but there was a day like I was in Rio. I was having lunch and I saw John Summit tweeting something like, yeah, he tweeted like, if you're an aspiring DJ or an upcoming artist and you're not using TikTok, you could be missing out because it's a platform that lets you go viral without having like a big following first. Because in Instagram, who's going to see my posts? The people that follow me already. And just a a little percentage of them actually, because of the way Instagram works with sending the posts out and stuff. But TikTok, it's different, right? Because you have the For You page, which shoots you content from anyone from anywhere. So I could pop up on your phone without you knowing me, just because my video like got a couple of likes from people nearby or something like that, and it just works to make stuff go viral easily. And I got a video that I already had posted on my Instagram page. It performed well, but nothing like extraordinary. It was like a good post, got good numbers, like something that like did a gig, did a video of the gig was good, got some good comments, good number of people saying it was a good gig. All right, I got that video and posted the same video, like I cropped it vertically so it would fit the platform, like, because I knew like it's mostly vertical video. So I cropped it, posted it, and went for lunch. And when I got back from lunch, it was like 130,000 views.
Crazy.
And it just kept going. Like I kept posting, like grabbing videos from the gigs and cropping them vertically and posting there. And it just started going nuts. And then it started migrating to Instagram, which is now my biggest platform. Instagram now has like 820 something thousand. Is completely nuts, completely bananas.
Crazy.
Because
yeah, I think you're
Reels,
1 million on Instagram now.
Yeah, and because like Reels works kind of in the same way. It shoots you content from anyone. So I got like kind of a domino effect with Insta, because there was already a lot of folks migrating from TikTok to Insta. But since I started posting on Reels too, it was shooting it to more people as well. So I was like using the boom of TikTok and creating a little bit of a new fuzz on Insta at the same time. That's why Insta grew like bigger than TikTok, I think. But yeah, it was insane. I pinch myself like, because I cannot explain how weird it is. Like out of nowhere, like I've been playing for a couple of times and like having my way one step at a time, going up the staircase, right? Out of nowhere, I took an elevator, like a bizarre elevator.
Probably.
Yeah, a rocket ship. It's crazy. First gig outside of Brazil was like in Saudi Arabia. Like first time I played outside of Brazil, like that's the most random stuff ever. Like for Brazilian acts, like to go to Saudi and play, like it was like a Formula One after party event. So like really crazy stuff. Like that wouldn't be like possible if it wasn't for the TikTok boom and the Insta boom.
So we'll have to.
It's really crazy. I'm really
for that.
Yeah. Big ups to John for tweeting that one. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Also, big ups to your content team and your camera guy, who absolutely knows exactly.
You guys are amazing.
Almost like predicts what you're gonna do behind the booth.
He used to dance.
He
was like we both used to dance. So that's why, and dancing, like freestyle and hip hop dancing and break dancing, you have the battle effect to it. It's good for you if you predict the other guy's moves, because if you do it at the same time with them, people are going to be like, oh, he predicted that. It was not so unpredictable. That's not so good. Like it has that character to it. So it makes you trained for that a little bit. And he really predicts what I'm going to do. Like that's how he gets the videos right.
Too good. Oh, there was some thunder. Yeah, I like that you guys kind of mix both worlds. It completely makes you different from above the rest. So speaking of social media, I'm not gonna lie to you, I stalked you a lot on social media before this interview, did a lot of research, and I know that your mom and your dad are big supporters of you on Instagram and all types of social media. They're also big advocates on even how you got into music, your music education coming from mostly your dad, and your taste in different music genres across the board coming from mostly your mom. How have your family or even your friends like supported you in this journey and your like rise up to fame now?
It's been crazy. Like my dad is like completely shocked. Like he spends the whole day like looking at what people are commenting. Like everyone that's sending like a request or something, like he sends it to me like, yo, you gotta respond to them. Look, this guy's asking for something, you gotta respond to them. He's like really cute. and like my friends are also like supporting me a lot. Like I just got home from the tour. I live with two of my best buddies, and I bought like a load of American snacks and stuff, like to tell them the stories from the tour and stuff. I got some vitamin water in Brazil now because I brought it from there. We don't have that here. Stuff is really good.
Vitamin water in Brazil?
We don't have vitamin water in Brazil. No, we just have Gatorade. It's like the closest thing we got from it. Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I'll throw in a marketing fact that vitamin water is actually not even, it's just sugar water. Like there's not even vitamins in it.
Really?
You were like, I'm about to throw all the vitamin water away.
I'm like, bro, this is health stuff. I'm getting buffed now. You know?
I swear, Google it. They actually,
oh,
I think,
gosh.
in a lawsuit because it doesn't have any vitamins in it.
Gosh, this is insane.
You're like, throw all.
I gotta tell the guys that when we got out of here. My gosh, this is crazy.
Yes, I swear.
We got scammed, man. Oh God.
You know, Americans were like, yeah, vitamin water sold.
Yeah, vitamin waters get healthy, boys.
Dream. I hate to ruin your dream about that.
It's always like that, right? Oh, life.
Too funny. I saw you drinking and I was like, I wonder if he knows it's just sugar water. But too good. But that's awesome. So as you talked about like you back in the day, I know that you're only 22, which is literally insane. It makes me feel fucking old. And I mean, I'm 28, not too bad, but you know, 22 is still young.
You're good.
And so like let's think back to like a few years ago to 16-year-old Mochakk, and you're DJing warm-up sets at the Pink Elephant. Is there any?
Wow, you did your research, girl.
I told you I did my research at the Pink Elephant. Your friend taught you how to DJ during lunchtime. Yeah. I know everything. So is there anything that you miss about those times, and what advice would you give to your 16-year-old self now?
There's one thing that I miss about those times the most. Doing warm-up sets. Like really. Because I really love like chill out house music. Like lounge stuff, soulful stuff, and like I don't have the chance to play that unless I'm playing an after party or like a long set, like an all night long party where I'm gonna be able to like start real low or even like start big and then go down and then go big again or whatever, like create a long journey and give like everything that I want to give to people. So I really miss playing like warm-up sets and playing those records. Like I got the chance at Space to play a couple of the records that I used to play back in the day. Special shout outs to Moon Boots, Gonna Give It. It's one of my favorite tunes ever. Really great tune. I played it in the morning there. It was magical. Like being able, like movie passing in front of my eyes, like playing that song back in the day at Pink Elephant, warming up the stage. Playing that same tune in Space, long set in the morning, people liking the track. That's like the best feeling ever.
I think you're trying to make my FOMO worse than it like already. I'm literally like in tears, like hearing you say this right now.
And like that's the thing I miss the most. And I think the advice I would give to some people is don't be bummed to play after warm-up sets, man. It's a journey, and it's how you learn how to DJ, like for real, I think. Because like everybody want to be the headliner, right? Most of the guys want to be headlining, and like sometimes you're gonna play like a headlining set in a warm-up slot. It kind of damages the way the party unfolds. Like you need to have the right climb uphill, like, and that's how you learn how to feel the crowd. And like I'm gonna make these guys talk now, and I'm gonna make these guys flirt now, I'm gonna get these guys to buy a bottle now I'm gonna get these guys to scream their asses off and dance all the way. Like that's how you learn how to control the crowd, and like because you're forced to that, and you're like forced to like searching in your record bag to get tracks that give that effect on people. That's That's a big advice. I think that's going to make your DJ set so much better. That playing warm-up sets will make your headlining set much better, in my opinion. So that's a big advice, maybe.
100%. I think people need
And
to
enjoy
start.
the process,
Yeah.
because after you're headlining, you're not going to be able to play warm-up sets so soon. If you like it, enjoy it while you can still play them.
100%. People need to start off at the underground stage and then work their way to main stage. Like no one just jumps to main stage like as soon as they come up.
Yeah, for sure. Not even the TikTok guy.
Not even the TikTok guy. But dope. So let's talk about your most recent release, False Need. It is a fucking banger. I have not stopped listening to it. I actually posted it on my story today. It has dope beats, a killer vocals, which leads me to my next question. The vocals in the back are singing Yo te necesito, which for those who don't know means I need you. And something that you said in a recent interview that I love is basically that nobody needs nobody except
themselves.
So
That's why it's a false need.
The false need. So my question to you is, what are 5 items that Mochakk always needs to have on
him? Wow.
He starts to look around the room.
Yeah. I don't know if it's close to here. I think it's not. But Mama's ring is one that I don't take out of my finger. If you're seeing me playing a gig, every picture I have Mama's ring here in this finger. It's like one of my amulets. I don't know if that word exists, but amuleto in Portuguese means like something that you hold on and holds a meaning and has like magical properties. My mustache never comes out. It's never going to come out. Don't ask for it. I look like a quail bird without it. It's not going to be really good. So mustache never comes out. Let me think about something more. Yeah. A cold beer, maybe. Cold beer.
What type of
it's always a good treat. Yeah. I like every type of beer, like one for each occasion, right? It's like tracks. Beer like tracks. True. Yeah. If I'm doing beef, doing like a big ass beef, it's gonna be an IPA. If I'm doing like just walking around, going to the supermarket, gonna grab a lager, maybe, or a Pilsen. If it's gonna be like I'm gonna have dinner with a couple of pals, fancy dinner. Let's start out with a Weiss, like a wheat beer, something like that. One for each occasion.
Very nice.
Really big into beer and craft beer. I really love it. Let me see. My playlists on Spotify.
As you think about your other ones, I like that most of your items have been like very special to you, when literally most people that I ask that question to are like, oh, I need my phone. And I was like, like, nowadays, yeah, of course, right? You need your phone, but no shit.
And like my playlists, because again, one for each occasion. I have like a shitload of playlists on Spotify. Like when I mean a shitload is like close to like 2,000 playlists, maybe, like, or something like that. Yeah. It's like a ridiculous amount of songs. Yeah. And I know every single playlist. I know every single song. Like, memory is weird here. Sometimes I forgot stuff that I needed to remember like for 2 hours ago, but the songs, I remember them all. Yeah, my playlists. And let me see something different and something cool that I need with me all times. This is hard because I don't want to give like a shit answer, you know. I got to think of something that I really carry with me all the time.
Use against you
makes a difference. I think I just need 4. If I got those 4.
Oh, vitamin water.
Vitamin water could be a good. Nah, it's not my. I don't need that anymore because I got scammed. Now I'm angry at them.
Damn.
I'm not buying vitamin water again, guys. I'm not buying fake ass vitamin water.
Unless vitamin water wants to sponsor us, I'm so sorry.
So yeah, I think I need 4 items. If I have those 4, and my flash drives, right? So I can play.
There you go.
If a situation pops up, my flash drives.
Perfect. So we're equipped for everything. You got a beer,
Yeah.
you got your flash drive, you got your playlist. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah. It's a whole vibe.
Cool, cool. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into the fun questions. I don't want to take up a lot of your time. So now these are like your rapid fire questions. I'm gonna
All
throw it
right.
out there. I obviously do not speak Portuguese. So if I butcher the beautiful language, I'm so sorry. Please do not come for me. You can
But you
blame it
speak
on my
Spanish maybe
accent.
because you remembered the
Yes.
vocals from Falsteed.
Yes,
It's a
I
little
do
close. You
speak
might
Spanish.
understand a couple of
There you
words and
go. I do
sentences.
speak Spanish, so it's not that bad. But
Mhm.
if I say it bad, you can blame Mochakk. So
But I know how hard it is, like, because I don't speak a word of Spanish, even though like I speak Portuguese. I think it's really hard for me. Like I don't know why, but I just have like a really hard time like with the
your English is
pronunciations
fantastic, by
sometimes.
the way.
Thanks. It's because of YouTube. Like I told you, I
Because of
grew up on
YouTube.
YouTube like really big. I think I have like more hours of YouTube than I have of school, maybe. Like
I love that. YouTube is the
but
new
yeah,
school, honestly.
for sure. Can learn anything in that.
Very true.
But yeah, let's
That's
go.
where you learn to DJ, if I'm not wrong, from YouTube videos.
Yeah. When I
know
learned
some of it.
producing, actually, producing. DJing I learned with Caesar, my buddy from Pink Elephant.
Shout out to Caesar.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna jump into these questions before I ruin my cred in the Brazil area. So I'm gonna start off with the word that's easier. Would you rather have Brazilian churrasco or feijoada?
Churrasco. Churrasco for real. All the way. Like
With a
I know feijoada is more iconic because it's like something that you only have here and that it's really unique in its taste and its appearance, like the black beans, pork and stuff. It's delicious. I don't get me wrong. I love it, but I'm just like a meat addict. I really love churrasco too much. It's like favorite thing ever to eat. Nothing beats it.
Nice, nice. Okay, so my next question.
You actually have a southern accent. Some places in the south would say it's churrasco.
Churrasco.
Some places, yeah, churrasco. But in most places of Brazil, you're gonna say churrasco, like, yeah.
Like asco.
Like imagine you have like a H letter, like for example.
Churrasco. Interesting.
Yeah, churrasco. Like house music. House music. You know the H? Yeah. Shoe house music. Churrasco.
House music. That's
yeah, churrasco.
That's so funny. I did not know that. Churrasco. It kind of sounds like you're saying asco, which means gross in Spanish.
Yeah, asco in Portuguese mean like, I don't like it.
Too good. Okay, so these are the hardest ones now. This is where I'm extremely going to embarrass myself in front of you now. So would you rather have pão de queijo or coxinha? Did I say that right?
You got it pretty good, actually. Pão de queijo was like a really good one because most of people that tries to speak Portuguese are going to say pão de queijo. Like you said, pão. It has the pão.
I went on YouTube and I looked up how to say these words, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm going to make sure I'm pronouncing these right.
And you got to be careful because like pão could mean like dick, depending on how you say it. Like, so yeah, you could put yourself in a couple of weird situations if you don't say that right. So you got it pretty good actually because you didn't say pau.
Good.
Paula actually is it's wood, but wood also can mean weird shit if you say it in the right sentence, right? So
I cannot go to Brazil. Yes. This is not good.
And coxinha, you said coxinha. Coxinha, try to think of it as SH instead of CH. Because if you think CH, you're gonna say coxinha. Like for example, you said churrasco, like chew. But churrasco, it's also like SH sound. So you say churrasco, coxinha. It's like the SH sound. But you got a pretty good one with those too. And I prefer coxinha. Because in my hometown, Sorocaba, which is like countryside of São Paulo, It's like Brazil's most famous coxinha. Like it's
Very
from my
nice.
city. Yeah,
Hey.
it's from a bakery called Padaria, which is bakery in Portuguese. Padaria Real, which is like real bakery, and
I'll
they
have to
have
check
like
it out.
the best coxinha ever. If you guys come to Brazil ever, go try that. It's
Coxinha. That's what I'm
bananas.
gonna order when I go.
The dough is amazing. The crust is amazing. The chicken is amazing. The cream cheese is amazing. Everything is amazing
I feel
on
like you're
that
gonna
thing.
hit up lunch out as soon as this interview is over.
I'm gonna dial iFood or something and try to get a
You gotta get
coxinha.
some coxinha for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you rather see Corn, the band, not the vegetables? I know we were talking about food.
Mm.
Or System of a Down?
System of a Down, maybe.
That was quick.
If that question was Korn or Slipknot, I would go Slipknot.
Mm.
If that question was System of a Down and Slipknot, I would go Slipknot too.
Ooh, over Slipknot.
Boy
Over
was a
System of a
maggot.
Down.
Boy was a maggot. I loved it to the bone.
The rock kid.
Yeah, for sure. I was a big ass Slipknot fan. I
I was
love
like Linkin Park
those
fan.
tunes. Like
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park is amazing as well. There's a song from Linkin Park called, I think it's Session '09, which is like just a jam session of, I forgot the name of the DJ guy from Linkin Park. I know the Slipknot DJ guy is DJ Sid, but from Linkin Park I forgot his name. And it's just a jam session of he killing the sampler and killing the turntable.
Ooh,
Scratching is completely bananas. It's Session '09, I think,
Session
or
09.
Session something, or it's
Nice.
just Session maybe.
Nice.
It's from Meteora, the album. That album is amazing. It's the best album from Linkin Park, I think.
100%. So
Yeah, so if you went Linkin Park or some of those, I wouldn't be able to answer that quick. It would be really hard because
I wanted to make it easier for you, so I didn't include Linkin Park in there. So
Linkin Park is
do an intimate set with a smaller. I feel like I know how you're gonna answer this, but I'll ask you it anyways. So would you rather do an intimate set with a smaller crowd in venue or a big production with a bigger crowd in venue?
I think an intimate one. Yeah. Cause
you think Pink Elephant over Ultra?
Yeah, like if it's one time only, I'm gonna take Ultra for sure because I gotta have the experience, right?
True.
But there's something about like I've always loved the club sound better than I like festival sound, like the music itself. Like there's a couple of records that work really well in the club and they're not going to work well on the festival, and vice versa. There are like festival tunes that if you're played at a club, it will sound good, but like the whole track is thought of like a giant stage with like a big ass experience. And the club sound is more like intimate and more sexy sounding, and usually sometimes a little darker or sometimes a little more classy. And I just dig the sonority more. And I really love playing more intimate places because one, you're allowed to play sometimes extended sets like I like to. Like it's harder for you to play like a 5 hour set or like an 8 hour set at a festival, like a big ass festival. You're probably going to have a lot of artists playing, so you're not going to have time to do like that big of a set most of the times. And I like playing extended sets way more than I like playing 1 hour sets. I don't like playing 1 hour sets. It's like it's too little to play everything and to create the thought process that I want to put the guys into. So I think an intimate crowd is
true. You get to take your audience like through almost on
a journey,
like an emotional roller coaster. You're like, oh, like this is great. Like you build them up with the whole build up, and then like at the drop, they're like, oh, like this is ridiculous. You see the crowd like go insane. It's
and even moments like, for example, in a festival, you're gonna be like standing in the field looking at a stage, and you're not gonna do like anything else. You're gonna be there for the show itself. You're gonna watch the show, like the show, you know. In a club, there's a lot of other situations happening around the party that you can like do the soundtrack for, you know. Like there are going to be flirting situations. There are going to be people flirting in the dance floor, and you're going to like be able to create a moment like for those people. There are going to be people that are going to be like drinking a lot, and they just want to like a shot song, you know, like to do shots and stuff like that. Crazy moment. There's going to be people that are going to be like really introspective and into the music, and they want something like really deep and profound. And you're going to have like, you know, I think it's a more versatile environment like of enjoyment for the crowd. Like the crowd is having like more different ways of enjoying the experience than a big show, and that leads to a more diverse set for the DJ to play. So I think that's why I choose that every time. Like if I'm gonna choose it, if I have to choose it, I'm gonna choose that most of the times.
I mean, hopefully I'll be at one of those sets sooner or later, you know. But when you
And
come back
also,
to
don't get me
Miami,
wrong, I love playing festivals as well. I love playing like 1 hour and a half banging set. Like let's hit them guys nonstop. I like playing that too.
100%.
I just yeah.
If anybody from the Ultra team is watching this, obviously need to hit up this man before he blows up. Just don't even keep him at the other stage. Like just hit him at main stage already. He's already at that point, honestly. But great. Unfortunately, we have to start to wrap up this interview. I want to thank you again, Mochakk, for taking the time to hang out with me
Thank
in
you.
Contrast. What would you like to share with the audience before we unfortunately part ways?
I think I'm just gonna leave you guys with the next tour in the US. So I'm gonna do the post with the dates soon, and you guys are gonna be informed about everywhere that I'm gonna play. I did a lot of East Side stuff this tour. Next tour, I'm doing a bit of West Side as well. So if you're in the West Coast and you want to see a show, be tuned there, and you might get the chance. And yeah, I just hope to go to America soon, and I love it there. It's an amazing place, and I really want to thank you guys for the opportunity to talk here and share a little bit more. I love the questions, love the interview, love the vibe of it.
Thank you.
Loved you doing your homework Portuguese wise and about my stuff. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah. I'm a huge fan. It was an honor to interview you.
Thank
Everybody,
you.
do not forget to follow Mochakk on all social media platforms. Check out his latest release, False Need, under Black Book Records. Until next time, peace.